welcome back to another episode of our show, Storytime with Becky. Today we're going to be talking about a story of a man named Zacchaeus. This man many people didn't like. And the story starts with Jesus entering a town called Jericho. And Jericho is where Zacchaeus lived. Zacchaeus was the chief tax collector of this city. Now, a tax collector means they go around collecting money from those who work. And this money is supposed to help the community that they live in. It goes towards things like paying for doctor's visits, or paying to rebuild a park, or helping those who can't even work. So when Jesus was entering this town, all of the people heard about him and rushed to him. Everyone wanted to see him. Just imagine a famous person came to your town. What do you think would happen? People would tell their friends, friends would tell their friends, and then their friends would tell their friends, and soon everyone is going to know. So at one time, everyone would go see this person, right? Well, just imagine it was like that for Jesus. He got no free time, and everyone always wanted to see him, to witness his miracles and hear about his parables. But no one in this town liked Zacchaeus. Because, again, Zacchaeus was the chief tax collector, they claimed that he would steal the money for himself. And they thought this because Zacchaeus had a lot of money and had a very big house with a lot of nice things. A lot of nice things that no one else could afford. But when Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was coming to town, he left everything and had to see him. He rushed with the crowds of people towards Jesus, and he tried to look over them, but there was just too many people in front of him. So he stood on his tippy toes, and he tried to look over them, but he still couldn't see, because Zacchaeus was kind of a short guy. All of us could understand Zacchaeus' position, because being a little kid, you can't really see over adults. But Zacchaeus couldn't ask anyone to hold him or put him on his shoulders. So Zacchaeus looked around. He looked around for something to climb up. And then he saw a sycamore tree. And he climbed up the sycamore tree immediately. So he climbed up the branches, and he stopped at the middle of the tree just to be able to see all of the people and Jesus without any obstruction of his view. So when Jesus was making his way through the city, he stopped by the tree, and he looked up the tree and he said, "Zacchaeus, come down. I must go to your house today." Zacchaeus was so excited. He was so happy that Jesus wanted to go to his house. Out of any of the people in the town, Jesus wanted to go to his house. So Zacchaeus jumped down and welcomed him gladly. He thought this was so cool. First, Jesus knows my name without asking me or anyone around me. Second, he knows that people in town don't like me very much. And third, he said he must stay at my house, which means God told him to stay at my house, and he's obeying God's command. When Jesus said this, Zacchaeus jumped down and welcomed him gladly, and he said, "Lord, look, I'm giving half of my riches to the poor, and if I have ever stolen or if I have ever taken anything from anyone that didn't belong to me, I will pay them back 4 times the amount that he took." This means that if he stole $1 from a man, that he's going to give him 4 extra dollars. The Lord knew Zacchaeus didn't have to do this, but because Zacchaeus was truly very sorry for the sins he had committed, the Lord saw his heart and knew Zacchaeus wanted to fix whatever he had done more than he needed to. Jesus said to him, "Salvation has come upon your house," which means Zacchaeus' sins have been forgiven. Although Jesus knew many people in town didn't like him, God saw what was in his heart, and God loved him so, so much. In this lesson, we can learn that Zacchaeus did find Jesus, and he changed his ways. And he truly was sorry for everything he did, and he repented, and he put his faith into action. And tonight, we should pray that we follow Zacchaeus' example, and we put our faith into action all the time, no matter if we sin or if we don't sin, and we should be truly sorry for the sins that we do commit. Thank you for watching another episode of my show, Storytime with Becky. Have a good night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time.